Hello, Pisces. Thank you for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot Illuminati by Eric C. Dunn. Supportive Oracle cards, Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards by Tori Hartman. Illustrated by Gretchen. There's Gretchen's last name. That way, if you'd like to find any of those artists, creators, you can do that. Perfecto. Perfecto. I don't know where that's come from, but 3 cards right at the bottom. 2 more up over here. Okay, what is that about? That's interesting. We're already starting out interesting. I'm curious. Okay, a lot of this, this is Pisces. I'm already like getting ready to jump into it, but I'm like, wait, let me get the rest of these cards out. Okay. Like it feels like there's an event coming your way. It's all face down, so I don't know exactly what's happening. But when we're coming into this situation, there's something coming forward. You got destiny on your side, which tells me like there's something you know is going to happen. It's almost like knowing a trip is coming up. Like, oh yeah, in like 4 or 5 months we're gonna go here. I got all the tickets. I got everything booked. Or there's an event coming up, like a birthday party or an anniversary. Something, maybe, I don't know, there's something coming up that you know is coming up. That's what it's starting with. And it's been talked about a few times. The Fool card is here telling me you're feeling pretty good about it at this time. There's a lot of time to prepare. If there's other things that still need to be done, you got time to do that. Other people are saying, okay, this is what's happened before. This is how we've prepared before. This is how we go forward. It doesn't seem bad. You may have a little bit of nervousness around you about it, but you're kind of like, yeah, but I got a lot of time. I can get it together. It's fine. We'll do this. Okay, cool. Now, there's an interesting energy here where somebody in the environment is dealing with a problem. And they're very lightly telling you about this. Now, I say very lightly is like they're acknowledging a problem they're experiencing. They're experiencing it. Not so much you at this point, but they're experiencing a problem. And they're letting you know a bit about what's going on with that. They're very upset about it, very devastated. That's the Ten of Swords. But they're not pushing it to the level where they're showing you how upset they are. But the energy is there. It feels a little uncomfortable. When this comes forward, it's not that you don't understand how bad it is, but the other energy that you're dealing with isn't really upset when they're explaining it to you. And it's kind of like, well, if it's a bad situation, but you're not upset, I don't want to make you upset. Like, making you feel worse is not something I'm looking for, so I'm not going to make you feel more upset. But you also are at the same time, it's like, if you need something, let me know, or like you're willing to help and you're trying to help, but you don't want to make it worse than it is. So you're trying to help without like making somebody feel bad about it. Like, you don't want to make them feel like they need your help, but you're also trying to put it out there like, if you do need my help, I am here. Tell me what you need. I will do it. It's kind of precarious, kind of like, it's serious, but the way they're approaching you with like what's going on with them, it's like they're just, it may be they feel like it's a level 10, but they're presenting it like it's a 2 or 3. Like, oh, it's not it's not that bad, or they're not that upset about it, but they really are. And you're kind of like, you're trying to handle it very carefully, I would like to say, with a lot of care. Now, all this happens in the environment. Release, rejection, confusion, acceptance. There's a lot going back and forth here. This is all outside the realm of what you're seeing. You see something coming forward. Somebody told you bad news that they're dealing with. You do take it seriously, but like they seem like they're doing okay, doing what you can without. You don't want to make somebody feel like it's worse than it is. And if they're doing good, you're like, if they're feeling good, you don't want to knock them down. So you're like being careful with it. That's like the thing with it, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want to knock them down. They're feeling good, and I don't want them to like look at it the way I'm looking at it, because you're like, oh, that sounds really serious, but I don't want to knock them down. They've got release. Is it release and rejection over here? They're trying to find a better way. They're having a lot of difficulties with the situation, trying to find a better way to deal with it. It's not really working. Trying to find a way to get around it. It's not really working. People are giving them, other people are pushing in on them. See, this is why you don't even need to push it on this, because other people are. Other people are hearing this information and they're getting all upset about it, and they're pushing in on this person, which I don't feel like that's really here nor there with anything you can do about, but it's basically other people are pushing forward, causing confusion, trying to get this person to accept how bad it really is. So in this situation, I don't feel it's your role to get this person to accept how bad it is, because it's all around them. Even if it's literally like a professional saying, oh no, we need to handle this or you're going to have bad things. It is coming forward where they have to accept it. There's confusion, like how bad is it really? It's like, it's a very messy situation. A lot of emotions in this. This isn't coming towards you at this point. This person, like, it's almost like you are the stress relief at this point. Like when they go towards you and they hang out with you or they're around you, they don't want to deal with the problem. They want a minute to breathe, and you're supplying that to them, where they don't have to, if they don't want to talk about it, they don't have to talk about it. You're not going to make them, but you're also very accommodating is what I'm getting to. You're trying to keep their spirits up. You're trying to keep things at a positive level. So if this is keeping them from, getting upset, they need that break, and you're supplying that for them. So even though you may not be talking about the situation directly, you're adding in some relief and helping them lift their spirits a little bit. I think that makes sense. I think the Pisces are the people that's going to hit with. I feel like you immediately are going to understand what that means. You've got prayer and completion, and you also get the Five of Pentacles, which is not bad at this point. And the reason I'm saying that is like you're left on the outside, out in the cold about what's really going on. But at this point, it's necessary. I don't feel like this is upsetting you. You do want to know more about this because this person or people, this person, I feel like it's a person. You want to know what's going on. They mean something to you. So you do want to know what's going on, but you don't want to shake things up. You don't want to make anything more rough. And you're realizing that they're using this time to like just de-stress and not have to think about it because they don't want to. You seem to be like a pleasurable person around them right now. You make them feel better. Like, everything doesn't have to be constantly dealing with that situation, because I feel like they're getting frustrated. Like people keep forcing them constantly to deal with it, and they don't want to. They're just like, can I just have a minute to just be a human and just enjoy breathing for a couple hours? Is that so unreasonable? That energy is strong. You are like really relieving. You're really helping this person. You really are, because I'm getting like whoever this is feels like they can't escape the problem, and they're just like, can I just breathe for 2 hours? Can I just have 2 hours where I don't have to think about this effing thing? They really they just need a break, and you're supplying that. You are really helping this person, because it feels like to them, people aren't letting them just have a minute just to relax. Like they're telling them they can't. And like, well, they need to. They need to. Like they literally need to, and you're helping them with that. That's a lot, okay? The energy is strong on the other side. Like they're upset because people won't just get off their back. Like, can I just have a couple hours where I don't have to think about it, and I can just I can just exist and maybe watch a show or hang out or play a game or whatever, or just go for a run, whatever they got to do. Just can I just have a minute to be a human? It's really strong. Now, you can see. They can only go so far with this. This is face down, which I don't feel like this is actually happening for you at this point, in the sense of you're not having to deal with this at this juncture when this person is coming to you for a break. Like they need a break, and you're helping them with that. They can't get past this. They can't make things better until they deal with the situation. And I feel like, just to be fair, there's energy around them kind of like saying you need to make a decision so we can actually start moving forward. You need to make a decision so we can try to make this better. You need to make a decision for this reason, for that reason. And they're valid reasons. But also, this person does need a moment just to de-stress and let their mind clear so they can make the best decision they're capable of. They do need that minute to just relax and exhale. They can they need that moment. Other people around, I feel like, are really upset about this, and they want to start working towards resolution or solution, whatever, But this person does need that. You are really helping this person. That is important. They do need this moment to just, so they can take a moment and really decide what they want to do, what they need to do. They need that moment. It's important. definitely it's a situation that's serious is what I'm getting. And an answer does need to happen fairly soon. But they can have a moment to where they can just breathe, because that's what they need. This does help them. You balance this out. This is the last face down card. You are helping them balance this out. And it's ironic because you're not talking about the situation. You're not giving information about the situation. You're simply letting them de-stress and get out of feeling under the gun every 5 seconds. What are you doing, bud? Okay. So this is helping. This is creating that balance that they need. That you might see, because I feel like you're going to get the information about what, when they've made their decision, because the balance comes in. By doing that for them, you've helped them unlock something. Like they know what they need to do. It's like by having that moment of peace, they now understand what they need to do. They've come to peace with what they're going to decide to do. How's that? And I feel like the information comes to you after they've made their decision. For whatever reason, they make their decision, you find out about it. You get the other, whatever else is going on here. You might even find out how they've been feeling this whole time, what they've been dealing with this whole time. Your role in this is to relieve their stress. It's very, like, if I'm going to be like that, why not? I mean, why not? Spiritually, you are creating a situation that helps them advance. You are very important. Because I feel like some of you might be questioning that. But you are very important. Like, that's extremely important in this situation. Like, this is helping them evolve forward. You are very, very helpful. I feel like when the renewal comes in with the Ten of Cups, I feel like you're seeing how much you mean to this person. You're understanding what's going on. You also have the perception here. Be careful about how you feel about the situation, or how you're viewing it. It's a very cup half full situation. It's kind of like, when I say that, like, it's a 12-ounce cup, there's 6 ounces in it. And that's where, is it half full or half empty? Technically, it's both. It's half empty and it's half full, because it's literally 6 ounces. You know what I mean? It's half either way. It depends. But try to see it half full, because the situation is serious, is what I'm getting. This person is now stabilizing and moving forward ever so slowly, but they will start stabilizing. Things will start getting better very slowly, but they will be getting better. This is a good thing. When this happens, I feel like you get nervous. You want to help more. This person means something to you, and that's why. You want to help more. You want to do more. You want to try to ensure their success. If there's anything you can do to ensure their success, I feel like you're all about that all day, all night. Like, sure, whatever you need. What do you need? I like to ensure your success. I want success to happen. I really want success. You want success for this person. It feels like this is extremely important to you. Whoever this is hitting for, and I feel like for everybody that this has gotten this far, if you're really connected to this, if this is hitting, this is really important. You really want this to go for this person. You'll notice the Two of Swords there. That's a block. Insecurity is this red card right here. And then you got discovery. Now, you may find good information. You may find other ways to help this person, or things that can make this go better for this person. I also feel, though, you got to wait till you're approached for the information. When this person gets stuck and is looking for other ways to do things, that'll be your moment. You can open the door and say, oh, I found this. I was curious. Have you heard anything about that? You can open the door a little bit, but if the person you're talking to doesn't seem interested, you could have the best information in the world, but if they don't really want it, it's not going to go anywhere. Just realize that information is going to come to you for this person, but it's one of those things like when the appropriate time comes, the other person will ask for it. Until they're ready for it, it's not really going to be applied, is what I'm getting. Keeping the door open and saying, oh, you've been looking into this, you've been looking into that, giving, moments of positivity, trying to say, oh, yeah, I'm feeling, it seems like things could go well, keeping that upbeat, positive attitude going, that's good. Just saying that, oh, you've been reading this, reading that, finding this, hearing that, talking to this person, whatever. Just letting that person know, oh, yeah, I've been looking into it. I was just I'm feeling better about it. Like, I'm feeling really confident for you. Just letting them know that you do have information, but then leaving it up to them to ask you what you found, ask you about the information when they're ready is kind of necessary here. Are we good? Okay. I feel like that was good. I think it was good. In the sense of, like, I don't think this is ending in a bad way. I feel like for a lot of you, this is just helping you understand what's going on around you so you can be more at peace and more in your own strength if it's really hitting. Just so you can be more in your own strength, like, oh, you know, I feel like I'm on the outside a little bit in certain parts, and I'm like, why am I on the outside? Because of the role you're playing, that's what it requires to make that really more beneficial for the person you want to do better. And it comes and goes, you know, and it's going to flip-flop a little bit here and there, but they're just kind of like, if you feel like you're on the outside at one point, just realize you're really serving a higher purpose here. This is a really good thing. I don't know, that's what I'm feeling. All right, I'm going to shut this down here before I talk it to death anymore. So thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.